Study Soup. Just wanted to give you a brief introduction on the marketing coordinator position. I'm an assistant for the head of operations here at Study Soup. So I'm just going to take you through a training session for a marketing coordinator on your campus. So why are you here, right? You guys have an entrepreneurial spirit. You're ready to learn, grow, and make some extra money. You obviously have some super strong leadership team that you're going to be working with, and obviously the skills you're going to build. Now, your goal here is really to get 300 leads on a sign-up sheet. We'll go over how to really get that and make that really possible and attainable, because it's really not that hard, but as we go through, you'll really try to solidify that goal. So outreach is a really big thing for us. One of the first things you'll be doing on your campus as a campus marketing coordinator is building your team. All right, now building your team and contacting your team, as you can see below, are in the forms of referral processes and a team outreach document. You'll use both of those to make sure that the outreach goes smoothly and that you can both build and contact your team. Now, who do you really want to pitch to? Beyond just getting your team, so you're going to build up your team, you're going to reach out to this person, that person, you're going to contact who's already on your team, this person, that person, and then you're going to pitch to a list of classes, right? How do you want to build that list? Basically, you want to find lectures scheduled for the biggest halls that are on campus. You also want to make sure you set an on-campus recruiting schedule, all right? You want to do these three things: building a class list, right? Setting a lecture hall schedule for the biggest halls on campus, and setting an on-campus recruiting schedule. Now, one other way to really do this is use your course catalog, okay? Your course catalog has a lot of classes in there that start with numbers 100 through 110, 200 through 10, that classes with the following intro to and principles of as forms of communicating. That is the basic class that's going to have a lot of kids in it because it's an introductory course, right? Now, beyond this, you're also going to make sure you have access to this here spreadsheet, all right? It is building your lecture list. And how you're going to do that is use it just like so. As you can see, your lecture hall, the day you're on campus, the time, and everybody that's going to be in those certain locations, with the pitch or denial being with the outcome. So another thing you'll be doing with this, as you can see below that, is the location date before, and also the marketing coordinator who's going to be there. This is for you guys as campus marketing coordinators to track each other, to make sure that you know who is going to be where. So maybe you're not stepping on each other's toes, and really making sure that you each have one class that you're going to be going to. Now, another thing you guys want to keep in mind is you guys are going to get 50 cents for every single lead that you get on campus. Now, that means if you go to dorms together, obviously, because you want to be together with your Study Soup crew, and you want to make sure you understand freshmen sign anything and everything, all right? So those are the best locations to go for you guys. Setting up in the center of campus and text messaging other marketing coordinators to come with you is probably the best way to do that. Now, you also want to consider pitching to clubs and groups, because they're probably the most supportive of this program, given that they like community and academic-based information. So how do you really want to look at 50 cents per lead in terms of recruiting? You want to go to lectures, and you want to go on campus to get these leads, all right? Now, basically what you want to do is evaluate your keys to success for how you're going to pitch inside of a lecture, make more money in a shorter period of time, and primary lead generation strategy, all right? You're going to apply those three dynamics inside of a lead or side of a lecture for your leads, and then on-campus recruiting for on-campus in your dorms and the supplement to the lectures, all right? In terms of really looking back as those other forms of evaluating how to get leads. So supplies, all right? Obviously a big thing for you guys is to make sure you have at least 2 clipboards and 10 pens. That's for every person, because you want to be walking around with more than just one clipboard trying to get a bunch of leads, right? Now, you do have a $5 budget, so make sure you go to Dollar Tree, because that's the best way to really get all of your materials without having to spend more money than we give you, in which case it'll come out of your pocket, which just isn't very fun, okay? You also want to, when you fill that out, and you fill out the reimbursement form, send a photo of the receipt to myself, Jacob at studysoup.com. Following this, the reimbursement form looks pretty simple. You just fill in your name, email address, school name, date of expense, and your expense name to really understand what exactly you're getting reimbursed for. Beyond this, the freaking launch meeting, all right? Looking at this, you guys are going to be getting into the launch meeting, all right? And your biggest goals are know your pitch, have your materials, know what classes and times you're pitching to students. Now, at the launch meeting, You're going to be there with all your friends. They're all going to be there to help you, all right? Make sure that you have a list of your classes, the ones you're going to pitch to, the ones you're going to be enrolled in. They might combine, they might be different, but basically that's how you're going to build your schedule, all right? You're going to know how to make your pitch. You're going to make your pitch itself. You're going to have your materials in hand, obviously, and you'll know exactly, like I said, with the schedule, when and what you're pitching to with students. So then the next thing, give your pitch, give your speech, give your thing, all right? Because that's the main part of this whole spiel, is for you guys to be prepared to go and talk to classes. Being able to get in front of a lot of classes and be prepared with the information we're going to give you is very important how you approach each and every step along the way. The best way to really think about in terms of the sign-up sheets beyond that, once you've gone into the class, you guys are going to have these versions of the sign-up sheets, which you're going to have your name, email information, obviously their phone number, and when they would like to sign up for an info session, to become a note taker. So submission of leads is also very important for you guys. You first want to understand that you want to do this immediately after you get out of the class. That's literally from the step out the door and you're like, yeah, I want to go get some food, or maybe I should just fill this out, right? Do that real quick. Just pull out your phone, take a quick picture, okay, and make sure that as long as it's quick, it also is good quality. Set it down on a highly or well-lit table so you can at least look and take a good picture, because resubmitting things are not fun, and it's not fun for us to try to decipher exactly what the picture says and what the names are, okay? So take well-lit photos, email them in to verify@studysoup.com with your course name, your number and email, and send from your email address that it's actually attached to your StudySoup account. If you do not attach it to your StudySoup account, we cannot evaluate which account it goes to when we actually process reimbursement or payment to your account. Show and tell, okay? Communication is very important for you guys, all right? So every time you go in and you try to pitch to a class or you're denied from a class, you're going to want to report that to your campus manager. So you want to make sure that they can also troubleshoot that issue if they have to. Tracking all in-lecture documents above, all right? Now you're basically going to have, like I said with the spreadsheet earlier, knowing which classes were pitched to and which were denied from, all right? Those are your two main categories that you really want to use as evaluating how the pitch went. You also want to create community. Even in the smallest groups, big things can get done. Basically, the best way to understand that, you guys are going to be working together with 3, 4, maybe even 5 people sometimes. And what you want to do is know that they're going to be there to help you, and even one extra person is going to make a huge difference given what you guys are going to be given to do. All right? Now, another important thing, you're going to have to practice your pitch, okay? Leading together is very important. Gathering materials, reaching out to your peers. Look for your info packet as it's sent to you. After this little video, you're probably going to get an info packet, which you want to look at, which is going to give you all the tools to succeed as much as this slideshow does. So what we have here are our moms, your marketing operations managers, all right? We have Danny, head of operations, Danny Page, up in the top right. Up there, standing next to the Bulldog. We have myself in the bottom left in the suit and tie, Jacob Shamblin, an operations assistant, and Cassie Morawski, the campus manager program director. All right, and she's there going to be helping you guys along the way if, of course, you have any questions, as well as we will. We also have 2 additional moms, including Julia Ulmer, and we have Phoebe Chang. And those 2 individuals are also in our 5-person team as marketing operations managers. So guys, let's have a great semester. Time to make some miracles happen. Talk to all of you soon. Thank you so much for your time.